Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. A day in which I'll probably still be waving my arms around in the air like I just don't care, but oh boy, do I ever. And I'll get to that. Right now, I have the window open. I have a fan on outside my door, a fan on at the end of the hall. I have the sliding door that goes out to our back door open a crack so that air gets in. It is 61 degrees inside the house downstairs. I have spent the last 2 days so cold that even at 65 and such downstairs and up here with the space heater plugged in and a long sleeve shirt on, I could not get or stay warm. Today at 61, I am burning up. So I'm feeling better. I'm still a little bit wheezy. My sinuses are still running periodically, even yesterday, which I have no idea what's going on with them aside from, hey, it's either really sick or bad allergies. But I would be outside and sometimes they would be clear from breathing the air out there. Other times I'd be outside and they'd be running because of the air out there. And other times I'd be in here and my sinuses would be running like a faucet because of the air in here. And other times clear and dry as a desert because of the air in here. So it's just who knows what my immune system is doing. Since after all, if you have a cold, and I'm hoping it's just a cold, and I'll get to that, if you have a cold, the effects you feel aren't from the virus. The virus itself is totally harmless. It's your body's overreaction to that. The fever, the aches, the pains, all that. That's because your body is going overdrive trying to get rid of this harmless virus. So, yay. I can't remember what I just said. I'll try to get back to. So, we'll get, if I can remember, then I'll remember, and if I can't, then I can't. The other thing, well, first off, like I said, I was waving my arms around like I just don't care, but I certainly do, because oh boy, do I ever. When I woke up this morning, early, oh my God, these hurt so bad. My shoulders themselves, they hurt bad. I mean, all the way from here down to here. It is not good. And then down here, a little better. And then, boy, when I'm saying I wave my arms around, it's like this arm moves normally. This arm still feels like it weighs like 10, 15 pounds more than this arm. It doesn't. That's just the sensory and motor stuff. But all of the extra owies, that's because of all the stuff I did yesterday. The stuff that was out in the storage unit, a little shed that they put on the edge of the concrete pads, emptied that stuff out and got rid of, moved my stuff out. That was hard to say. And then I've been moving stuff here and getting stuff ready downstairs and getting stuff thrown away. Because after all, Friday they're coming to move my stuff. I gotta call the church today to make sure that they're gonna be coming in. So that's there. I gotta call the place in Bremerton to see if they can help me, because after all, I mentioned that I don't know where the paperwork is. There it is over there. I got paperwork that I have to fill out and send in for my application for the Veterans Administration Tiny Village, so I don't know if I'm going to get there by the 1st. And after all, Friday they come get my stuff, and then I don't have a thing to sleep on. I mean, maybe I'll get something cheap, and then maybe I'll just stay here. I'll just keep a lamp, and then I'll stay here 29th and 30th with my computer, so that won't be bad. I'll still have something, and then with a coat and all that, and some food, and then on the 30th, I'll just, that morning, pick up my stuff, and then be ready to be gone. I did a lot of vacuuming in here. The carpet over there doesn't look that bad, because that 80% of my room only gets 20% of my foot traffic. So there's stains, there's stuff, things have happened, so they're gonna have to tear the carpet out here anyway. When we moved in, it was new carpet, but it looked awful, and it's just gotten worse since then. The walls in here, there's all sorts of places when we moved in where you can still see it now, where it was like just spackle or toothpaste put over holes in the walls. So it's not great. Plus, they can't even check out the plumbing on the house because you're supposed to have a crawl space that goes underneath the entirety of the house. For whatever reason, they put down a concrete wall so you can't get to the crawl space on this side. They have no idea what the plumbing is like down underneath here. I feel bad for anyone that comes to move into this place. The windows are like 1970s stuff, so they're awful. Everything is terrible. The wiring is bad. The piping for the plumbing is just terrible. So they're not going to change anything, and they're going to charge $1,400 for it now. So thumbs up. But still, point being, I've got to get my stuff ready to go. And because I'm getting my stuff ready to go, oh my God. But yeah, so I got to call up and find out where to go. Yay. And call up and walk out to the Veterans Village so I can give them the paperwork so that they can hopefully fax it out to Bremerton so I can get that application done. I'm pretty much reconciled to the idea that I ain't getting in there on the 1st. If they want the paperwork by the 5th, so things are moving, but they only put received on my paperwork as on the 21st. So did they just get it on the 21st? Or was it just in that department? So, yay. But checking the rest of my list here, because I actually don't have a lot. But my housemates, did I mention this part? That they were here all day yesterday? And that's why I did a whole bunch of stuff. And when I say all day, it was like, I can't even remember what time it was, but it was like mid-afternoon-ish, and then mid-afternoon-ish until 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night they were here. And hopefully they're going to show up. One of my housemates said she's going to be here early and that she would drive me down to Safeway because, oh boy, do I need cat dirt to change that cat box. And it's raining, so I have to walk in the rain with my walker. And then if I got my walker, I'm not going to be able to use an umbrella, so I'm going to be soaked. So hopefully she's going to be actually showing up, and then will drive me down to Safeway. But still, stuff is getting moved. There, as much as I'm having issues getting stuff ready because I'm just one person and I'm disabled and I've got, oh boy, all these issues, I'm further along than they are almost. So we'll see how that all goes. Yay. So join us on that. But still, they're going to be here today, and I was nervous all day yesterday. Change in routine. I'm nervous all the time now. So I spent a lot of time just pacing to get rid of the nervous energy, but I didn't go out walking because yesterday I still felt bad. So I feel better today, as mentioned. Those thumbs up. Checking the rest of my list here. I've mentioned how the coldness and the nerve pain and the housemates, and then there's, oh yes, did I mention how I got a letter from Social Security where, yay, one less thing to worry about because I am still disabled by federal rules. I mean, I am disabled. I have to hit their threshold, and I hit their threshold, and so I'm okay at least for a while. That's a good thing. They were pretty sympathetic to me on the phone, saying, you've been out of the job market for like 18 years. You're coming up on 62. We're looking for reasons to help you stay on. So, I am disabled, honestly. And they took a look at the MRIs of my neck and went, oh yeah, oh, good God almighty, yes. Still thumbs up on that. That's at least one less thing to worry about. And then, this is a climate change thing. Since we already have last year, of course, being the hottest year on record, either the hottest year or the hottest summer on record ever, and we've had people who, here in the United States over the summer, across the entire United States where people were going out walking, and people fall. I have fallen a lot. I am a fall risk because of my nerve damage. But people have fallen, hit the roads, and end up in the ER with third-degree burns almost down to the bone just from hitting the roads. That's bad. But now I just heard about the Mississippi River. Great big old river down in the southeastern United States. It doesn't have enough water. We have had a drought here in the United States for like 20 some odd years or more in like the middle of the United States. That has finally affected the rivers. Some of these things take time, but they do. There is now not enough water in the Mississippi to flow out into the ocean. So the ocean is flowing up the Mississippi River, which means you can't drink this saltwater river that's flowing the wrong direction. Which means they're going to be barging in like 36 million gallons of water every single day for these people to drink. It may be permanent. The Mississippi may never flow in the right direction again. Yay! And then one of the last things I wanted to talk about before I jump onto any other subject was I was watching a video on Twitter. I'm not going to call it X. On Twitter there is one of these short compilations with sped up music. It was like a Pointer Sister song, I think. But it was bunnies acting really bizarre and not bizarre, but doing bunny things like jumping out of cages or running in circles, that sort of stuff, or looking at the camera with mouthfuls of hay. And then there was this one baby bunny with a trash can, and the baby bunny was looking at the trash can, and it just went boink, and then straight, nothing but net, right into the trash can, right over the top. And while that's cute, but once again, backed up with the stuff that I'm thinking about, it is amazing how even tiny baby bunny brains work. God, that was a lot of B's, a whole lot of alliteration. And that's a whole lot of alliteration right there too. But with all of these, like with that baby bunny, just looking, because it was down here, top of the trash can's up here, and it was able to look, and just from what it was seeing, make the calculations to push off with its legs. And if there had been a top, it would have been a perfect boink. And I have seen, there's goofy things of cats who try to make their calculations and wildly miscalculate and make falls. But most of the time when you see cats making we're going to jump here, they do. And then the cat makes it. And it's just, once again, all these various critters, when they're out doing stuff, all they do is look. And then they jump based on what they see. And it's amazing how, based on what you see, that your muscles know how much force to use. I have been surprised that just in passing with myself, walking by trash cans, I have had tissues because my nose runs like a faucet most of the time, especially when I'm out walkies, so I use a lot of tissues. Passing by a trash can, I will give it a toss at like the little 2-inch opening. And it is amazing how, just in walking by, just by looking at the lid, making a sideways throw, that just by looking, your arm knows how much force, because I have made it so many times where it's just gone whoop, right in. Just in passing. Now I'm not a basketball person. I have terrible stuff. So if I can do it, imagine how well you are doing it compared to me. That's all I mean. But still, it's just amazing how hand-eye, hand-body coordination works. Definitely a thumbs up on that. Past that, I don't really have a lot to talk about because yesterday I vlogged, I relaxed and tried to get things ready so that I could get stuff done. But, I mean, video-wise, because I want to make a second video here soon. But I was doing all my vacuuming and I was so tired that I had to relax because, oh boy, I was hurting. And then by the time I was ready to go, they showed up. And then again, break in routine. I don't mind when they're here. Of course not. They're my housemates. But with stuff being moved around, the big old change, and the guy in the couple, his half-brother was there helping, and I'm socially awkward and anxious at best. So with a person I don't really know and things that are changing, I do not do well. So I paced and was nervous, and it was just not a good time. And I keep trying to make a proper movement like this, but for whatever reason my left arm wants to go like this, but that's not right. So I check over there to make sure I'm going like this properly. I can do this with my right arm. Can't go much further. Oh boy. Yay. So there's just not much more. There's just, I'm playing video games periodically. I did some yesterday. I can't remember what. I was installing Steam stuff onto my external drive that still, I thought it was an SSD. But like I called up Crystal Disk Info or whatever to take a look, and it looks like it's a physical disk, but again, it's wafer thin, but occasionally it's vibrating pretty solidly. So I guess it's an actual physical drive, but I've been installing stuff onto that and then trying to play, and some of the stuff just does not work on this with this. But I don't have enough space on the C drive. I'm working with, after I install a tiny bit on that hard drive, I'm working with about 50 gigabytes free, and I need that because I do the video editing occasionally, and if I don't have that space, I'm gonna run out. So, oh boy. So that's fun. Still with the vacuum cleaner, I vacuumed out the vents on the side of my PlayStation 4. I didn't crack the top open, but at least I vacuumed the vents. Occasionally it sounds pretty loud. It didn't really sound loud this morning, so I guess it's doing okay. I still want to crack it open and then unscrew parts of it so I can check around the CPU, because that thing has got to last me. Maybe in the future I can afford a PS5, but so far I have seen no reason for me to want to upgrade. The games and such that they make, they're fine on the PS4. There's no real reason to upgrade. It's like incremental graphics changes, but graphics don't make the game. It's gameplay that makes the game. And it doesn't matter how many gigabytes you spend on how good it looks. If it doesn't play well, it's gonna suck. Take a look at games like Redfall and Forspoken, Ugh, and more. Gollum. So, yay. I do want to, in the future at some point, get another Xbox, but I can't get a Series S because I've got physical discs I need to play. And while I know that they're planning on getting just total digital, I want to be able to play the games that I got without having to buy them again digitally. So at some point in the future, that's in the future. Right now, my money is going to be going into making sure I'm not trying to sleep in the rain on a park bench. Still though, when I do go walkies, which I have not done in 2 days, when I do go walkies, I do my best to try and think of creative stuff. I have been trying my best to think of creative stuff here, but it's hard with everything that's happening. And again, as stated, my one housemate is supposed to be showing up here at around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock or so. I sure hope. But at the same time, disruption of routine. Anyway, though, I gotta walk up to the Veterans Village, and I don't mind walking in the rain. I have an umbrella. Plus, walking, I gotta walk past through the forest and past this one stream. People, at 19 minutes, I'm going to talk about this fast. People have been making dams across the river, except they're not to block the water. They'll take a long stick, brace rocks behind it, and then put rocks above it. But all that does is make it burble louder. So when they go over these rocky dams with the stick there, it's just burble, 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 louder and much more pleasantly. Now, maybe there's an external purpose that they're doing that for. You know, anything from mental illness to, hey, we can fish. I don't know. But it is cool that no matter what the external purpose, they sound good. And, of course, what with it raining now, and the last time I walked up through the path, I had mentioned before it had gotten so dry that one part of the path, you can only tell a path, the stream, that it was a part of a creek, was because there was water under the ground. The dirt was wet, but there was no flowing water above ground. That last time I went there was. And now it's been raining this is the second day. That's good. So thumbs up on that. And I want to thank every single one of my Patreon patrons, even though I can't put you up here on the list. You are beautiful and awesome people to help keep me and my aging pet alive. Hokey smokes, without your help, we would both have been hosed like Christmas monkeys a long time ago. Even though you're not up here, thank you so very, very much. It is greatly appreciated. For everyone that has donated to my PayPal or my GoFundMe, it is appreciated again. I may need more, so I'm probably going to have to record real quick an update video before I go offline at the end of the week. So we'll see what happens there. But still, thank you all so very, very much. It is greatly appreciated. Now I'm going to turn off the spotlight, which I should have already done. And I'm going to go through and thank however many people have left me comments in the past 24 hours. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. And even though I count American Sign Language over here, that's just for stemming purposes. So we have figment of your imagination. Please recover soon. Feeling a lot better now. So that's a very, very good thing. Jesse Koskinen, hope I feel better soon. I certainly do today. A whole lot better. I mean, my sinuses aren't really running right now. I'm not wheezing. I'm still window open, fans on, 61 degrees down there. I'm still too warm right now. So I'm feeling a lot better. There's JAYY, thumbs up, thank you much. Here's hoping everything goes well. I don't know what's going to happen. My therapist actually says what I should do is just buy cheap round-trip Greyhound bus tickets. They're heated, they got bathrooms. Take a trip across the state and back for a night. So we shall see. There is Garotin MC, Garotinmc, whom I do not know exactly the language. I'm going to have to pop it into Google Translate. I'm really not sure, and I don't want to make a fool of myself, so I don't know if it's good, bad, or indifferent, but maybe thank you. We have Made in Canada, thumbs up, thank you much, and oh boy, it's very, very scary. I just feel lost and displaced, and that's joyous. Spider report. The tiny spider has moved her way from in the window to over in the corner next to the window with a bigger web up there. Cool. There's another spider that's outside the window, been there for a couple days, doing well too. Definitely a thumbs up. I can't remember what number I was, so I'm just gonna fake it and say there was 5. User, thumbs up, thank you very, very much. Conspo Lopez, I couldn't really. I've been getting a lot of exercise just by moving stuff and going up and down these stairs so much. So I wish I could go walkies. I'm gonna go walkies tonight. I finally feel good enough, but hokey smokes. There is Bobby's Flopalopagus? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Thumbs up and playthroughs of games with fans. I have done online multiplayer with subscribers in the past, but it's been a long, long time. I'm not against it. It's just My social anxieties are even tough just having to talk to people, along with just general anxieties. So yay on that. Ooh, get you. So I do my best, and I'm going to try again in the future, as soon as everything settles down. Then we have Car, thumbs up, thank you much. I hope you enjoy seeing what you see, and I hope to get back to doing games and stuff here pretty soon. Osber, thumbs up, thank you very, very much. And then there's Passage of Christ, greatly appreciate. I will have to talk about my favorite game in games, hopefully tomorrow, because I don't really have time. Hey, I'm in 25 minutes, holy smokes. But thumbs up, thank you very, very much. A Random Kid from Toxic Town. Oh, okay. Thumbs up, thank you very, very much. Yeah, I am very lucky. I have had relatively little bits of negativity. About 95% of my comments are positive, neutral, or just positive. That 5% is, human nature. Life is life. But yeah, I am very, very lucky. So thumbs up on that, and thank you much. There is Phoenix Rock, thumbs up, thank you much. And I think there's Juan Romero, thank you very, very much. Each and every one of you, thumbs up, thank you much. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. It is appreciated. Yeah, so today I've got to make that walk up to the Veterans Village, so I got to give them a call and email them about what I'm going to be doing. I gotta move stuff here as best I can with I gotta remember which directions here. I gotta remember to bring this arm down, this one down, this one up. So that I can more naturally looking cross my arms like this. So, yay! Still though, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Hopefully you can get done the things that you could need to get done. That would be very, very good. But if not, don't beat yourself up. And until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very good thing. Definitely a thumbs up on that. So let me turn this on so I can turn this off. I'm not going to put myself into any great positions. This one is even like sore. So you take care, and I will see you. Yay! This is my original controller. It's almost what? 2015 or 2016, I'll have had it for 10 years, and it's still the original controller. Yay! They're like $65.